the Fund for Student Success is established, and I'm looking at the bill language or the amendment language here. Are there any instances in which that fund can be drawn out of that account for purposes other than what is indicated in this language?
I would have to defer, because on the spending side and the use of the funds, I haven't been involved in that. This is really just placeholder language and all of the detailed language. At one point, we tried to take the language that was on, I think, of the -6 amendment and put it in here just so stakeholders could see the same language. But there were problems with doing that. So for what we're doing right here is just a high-level language that is going to be replaced by a different amendment.
Mr. Co-Chair, are we going to be talking about that a little later tonight?
Not tonight, but we will see that when we get that final amendments out for the other bill. The reality is there are a few places, we're going to send some money for the high needs disability people directly into that fund outside of this one. You are going to see a payment, and it's in here, to DOR for the doing their work, so they get held harmless. So there's some of that money that'll go. We are giving a tax break to people, income tax. That's money that will come directly out of the school fund, so we're reimbursing them for that. They estimate that a little over $300 million. So there are a few of those things that are going to make all the other parts whole that are in the other bill, but they are specific and they will explain. The rest of the money will go all into this fund and be distributed as we tell them to distribute it, if that makes sense. And you'll see that all in the next bill.
Yeah, that does make sense. I guess maybe what I'm getting at here is I just want to make sure that we understand that the money can be used, could potentially be used for other purposes. Other funds have been swept in the past, and so
We're
money
working on that to make
can
that
be
not-
drawn out,
yeah.
and we can't bind future legislators.
We're working on that to write that in such a way that that does not happen. But we have seen things happen in the past, and we're working very hard to make sure all of this money, if we don't spend it in a year, it carries over into this fund. It doesn't get swept to other funds. We're working on that. So you'll get to see that in the next part of the bill. Yes, Representative Smith.